What up, dumb motherfuckers? It is Kush Coffee and Games. Finally back. Unfortunately, my original plan for last weekend was to live stream for the last day. I was going to do Far Cry Primal, and I got called into work, so that didn't happen. And unfortunately, once again, because work is... I can't really talk about it, but there's people leaving, so that just kind of puts more work on everybody else. And so I have 3 days off and then another 5 that I need to work. So kind of shitty that way, but whatever. If you're wondering, I'm a little bit out of breath because I've just been getting everything ready for this live stream. It is going to be a little bit different. With this, I'm going to be doing what I consider a long stream. So yeah, basically I'm going to be streaming for a much longer period of time. It'll probably be a couple hours, maybe even 4 to 6 kind of deal. I might push it a little longer, maybe early, I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air how long I'm going to go for. Let me just catch my breath here. Alright, so, figured I'd show you my mod list first. I'm not doing the ultimate player start. The Voidpire I've already played with a little bit, and he's pretty OP as fuck as it is. I'll show you that mod when we get to it. But first we got the better vanilla perks. All types of good shit here. Got more blood, which is a more gore, more blood mod. I'll just kind of like scroll through this quickly so you guys can get the, all the stuff out of it. This one just makes it so that, Oriel's bow can be crafted and upgraded. This is probably one of the biggest mods there is, at least from what I've found. New locations, 400 plus spells, weapons and armor, bosses, all types of crazy shit for this one. Multiple followers, pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I really need to leave that one there. Anti-gravity spell, which is just kind of something I'm going to fuck with a little bit. Near the stone statue. Please see the movie. I have nothing to explain anymore. Okay, whatever. We've got the Ring of the Cursed Sun we need to build. And I kind of like that it takes 3 vampire dust. It means we have to kill a couple vampires to get it. And then we can be immune to the sun. One of the other mods also says, I think it's the Ring of Hercene, which you would normally use for werewolves. Makes it so that you don't get bloodthirsty as a vampire. So that's kind of cool. We might have to focus on getting that a little later. Plus, when we get there, I have an increased or an expanded werewolf tree. This is supposed to make enchanted weapons, at least the vanilla enchantments, much more flashy and cool. We've got our realistic detection AI, which I played with a little bit and is very, very ridiculously good. Like, holy fuck. They notice me way easier. We've got the standing stone tweaks. We've got extra enchantments. This is all like a combo thing, the big mods or whatever. See, more kill moves, higher kill chance, earlier decapitations, more blood and gore. Oh yeah, more kill moves and decapitations. And then helmetless combat perks. I am going to go find more of these big mods, because they're really good, and I'd like to find more of them. Wow. More than 1 million subscribers. Wow. Good job, bro. You're killing it. We've got strange magics. There's a couple of these things that I've grabbed. Summon Nocturnal, Sanguine, Sheogorath. 6 enchantments per item, which is an actual skill you have to get. Creatures of the Night edition of the Strange Magic. Beast edition of the Strange Magic. I guess I can scroll through all of these so you guys can get a good look at it. You'll have to pause. I'm not going to like sit here and read it all for you. That would take like half an hour probably with the amount of mods I've managed to grab. This is the Dragon Edition. They're really ridiculously expensive spell tomes, I believe, that allow you to summon all the crazy dragons and shit. Whole bunch. Well, I'm pretty sure it's all the ones that you couldn't summon in the vanilla, but were in the vanilla. This is the Vampires and Magic mod that I'll be using to help buff up my vampire. I believe part of why my vampire is so OP is because of the amount of vampire mods and shit that I have. We've got the Werewolf Perks Expanded Tree thing. Ah, that's one of the things I was going to keep, right? Never mind. We have the rain and snow effects. So as we get rained and snowed on, we will get different looks on our armor and such. Better combat AI, which is definitely better. Instant skill mastery, which is just kind of a cheat that we'll do early on. It'll make me quite a bit high, like it'll level me quite fast, and it will allow me to, you know what, actually, I might even just take a look at my skills. I might not even really need to. The Voidpire kind of has a lot of the skills that I'd normally want anyways, so. And then I've got a fuck ton of locations that I've been grabbing. Volforge is one of them. Legendary creatures, which is like basically a quest to go hunt these fuckers down. It's not like they're just going to randomly pop out and kill us. Renspire Palace, which apparently has hidden switches, teleport stones. Teleport stones are locked. You have to find the secret rooms before you can teleport to them. So that's definitely something we'll have to check out. I'm really curious about that one. This one right here is kind of similar. It does have hidden compartment fucking cupboards that you can walk into and gives you secret room access. It's really cool. I haven't tried this one out yet. I don't know what it's going to do. Disenchanting overhaul is, I mean, really, it's kind of nice that we can disenchant shit for more respectable amounts of stuff. This is the Shades of Night, which gives you the playable vampires. The only thing that's really ridiculously OP that I don't like about this mod that I wish you would change is the 200,000 carry weight. I don't really like it. It actually adds 3. If you look at the top, there's the update. The third race Royal Blood Vampires have the ability to change into Royal Vampire Lord Masters of making the mind go mad. Okay, it's in the chest. In the Whiterun chest, there's a ring of void bats giving you the void cloak in combat. And then, see, I think the void vampire gets that automatically, or maybe it's just a glitch. I don't know. But you basically start out with the void bat cloak thing, which is really fucking good. Reverb and ambience, I haven't noticed yet. I just grabbed this one today and I haven't played around with it, so I'm not sure. Like, the sound should be definitely different and should be better. We have Dremora as a playable race. Cumulative blessings, which just make it so that you can get all the blessings on at one point in time, and it changes some of them, buffs them a little bit. We have the realistic Night Eye, but I'm not sure how it's going to work with the Darkness Falls mod that I have, but it does work with surreal lighting. Better lighting cities I didn't grab. Real lighting cities dungeons I haven't done anything with. I did see the better lighting cities, but I don't want to have too many mods that change how everything is done. Otherwise they might conflict with each other and screw over our save, and that's no good. There's the more decapitations, the immersive leveling, which just increases the leveling speed of certain pain in the ass to do ones, which really is quite nice, like illusion, conjuration, alteration, and restoration. Restoration, meh. Smithing, enchanting, and alchemy, I mean, all of those things should go up at a reasonably fast pace anyways if you're smithing, but it's nice to get them leveling a little faster. Double gold, because you don't really get that much. To be completely honest, it's not that fantastic. Oh, star mods, 50%, yeah. So you have to, like, put them together. Whatever. I'm almost positive it's the only star mod I have. Higher move chance, earlier decapitations. I'm pretty sure I actually have all the bigs, but I'll have to take a look at some point in time later. More elemental enchantments, which is awesome. Aqua, sunlight, and shadow. Complete smithing. This is really good. Gives you so much more shit to fucking work with. And then we've got Argonil's mod with the perk compatibility. We've got the Breeze Home Cellar Home, Hold Banners, which just basically, if you read it, adds banners on the boundaries of 2 holds to show you where you are, like, you know, what territory you're in. Point the Way adds a whole bunch of signs that'll point you in the right direction so you don't have to open your map so fucking often. Granted, I'm sure a lot of you guys are so seasoned at Skyrim, you probably know the way anyways. Skyrim originally, when it came out, was really fun for me, but there's a lot of other games that were coming out, and I had Fallout New Vegas, and I kind of preferred it more. I found it was more fun, more shit to do. felt like a more full world as well. And I will tell you guys immediately, if there is a remastered mod capable Fallout New Vegas that comes out, I will be all over that. Holy fuck, will I be all over it. We do have the option for lore-based loading screens, but I have sarcastic loading screens, which are so fucking funny. Well, I'm not going to overstate them, because they're not like kill yourself side-splitting funny, but they're definitely humorous. Better loot. So this just kind of changed what's going to be in the loot boxes. It doesn't really make it so that you're going to walk up to some random loot chest and find like a dragon bone sword or anything, but it balances it a little bit more, and I really like the fact that it, where is it? Urns now have much better loot. Grave robbing has just got much more lucrative. See, I always found that like the urns and shit, like the grave shit should have, especially if the grave hasn't been like raided before, it should have something in it. Ancestral armor or some stupid shit. So that's kind of nice. There's the sarcastic loading screens. It's really fucking good. The bias tweaks I thought was actually causing me some problems, but it apparently isn't, so yeah. We remove all leveled items, all shout cooldowns reduced. No NPCs randomly moonwalking to the right and dodging my spells, which is really fucking nice as well. And then there's a couple other things he's done as well. Carry weight from stamina has been doubled. You get 10 carry weight. Crime radius has been lowered by a lot. No more killing a person on one side of a mountain will cause a guard on the other side of the mountain to have a bounty on you, which is awesome. Dremore Butler has better shit, or more space, sorry. This is a spell tome for Relentless Force, which is the Fus Roda, but you can cast it as magic. And this is just going to be one of those things that I kind of play with when some dumbass decides to charge me. I'll blow his ass off a mountain or something. I don't need the less aggressive animals because it's something that's actually been tweaked in this, I believe. Where was it? One of the mods that I already have has already changed the aggressiveness of animals as it is. I'm not sure if this is actually required for the like big mod or whatever, but I made sure to put it in anyways if it isn't. Spell Lights, Dynamic Shadows is going to be nice. Hunter Cabin, Shadow Killers of Tamriel adds a couple of katanas that I can craft. Smeltdown makes it so that I can smelt, weapons back into ore. This is a revamped Riverwood. I'm not sure how awesome it's going to work with the advanced AI mods, but we'll see. Silver Armor and Weapons. It's nice to have the ability to craft them, but they kind of look like shit. I'm not going to lie. They're like... I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Terminator, the liquid guy. Like, it just kind of looks too liquidy, in my opinion. Better pelt prices, because really, you bring in a bear pelt, it should be worth more than 5 fucking gold. Diverse horses, so all the different places will have different types of horses with different, stats, different amounts of money to come into. Populated. Yeah, see, these ones I'm not playing with right now. I've been having issues with them, specifically when I start the game, especially with either one of these two. These guys, like the Imperials, just immediately attack the prisoners, including Ulfric and Roloff. And while they can't kill Ulfric or Roloff, they can kill the other guys, and then the cutscene looks really stupid. I did do the Immersive Civil War units already, though, because them just having more appropriate gear doesn't actually do anything bad about it. Like, it's really not a big deal. This just changes the Daedric artifacts and makes it pretty much so that none of the Daedric artifacts need to charge, which makes sense. Like, why does it need to charge? It's a Daedric fucking artifact. It's not just like a regular enchantment. It's a demony enchantment, like a demon god. And there's a couple here. Wizard Laboratory is another location. Detailed mine markers, once again, like, if you read this little explanation, it makes total sense. If I was going to go to a mine and I found a gold mine, I would make sure to, put some indicator that I want to come back here sometime. Not just be like, oh, it's a mine. Bregan's Retreat. Vampire Knights overhauls the vampire experience because the vampires, in his opinion, were a little bit shafted compared to the Dawn Guard, and I get that. Plus, I like vampire armor because, rocking a vampire this time. The Sea of Ghosts is cold and dangerous. Well, it had a whole bunch of quests, apparently. It's really unfortunate that the PS4 version is a stripped down one that you don't get the... where is it? Yeah, functionality of hiring a ship with a crew could not be included in the PS4 version. Super disappointing. I wanted to be able to hire a ship and go fuck some shit up. This one is awesome. The mod reduces the density of insignificant objects, so like little pebbles and shit that don't need to be there, to increase your load times to decrease your load times and increase your FPS, which is great. Another location, better unarmed perks, because being the fact that we're a vampire anyways, we already have some pretty good unarmed skills. Combined with the Fist of Ebony or Dragonbone fists, we could start busting some fucking skulls in just with our hands. No more dead merchants is something that I did because vampires can still attack the towns. I feel like a vampire raid does make sense. Vampires would occasionally, especially if they're getting ballsy about things, probably try to make an attempt at a town. If they're hungry, if they're confident, they got the numbers, I could see them doing it, but I also don't want to have my merchants just get mucked and lose access to their stuff or their, money for my stuff. So no more dead merchants. I will be trying to do a more, hit the back button while I was fixing my blanket here. I'm going to try and do like a more immersive story and try and do things more or less legit. And by legit, I mean like try to keep it not real. Try to do things like you would actually do them. I'm going to be walking to the locations, preferably, instead of fast traveling and things like that. So, where were we? We were a decent ways down now, weren't we? Unarmed? No. I think it was dead merchants, yeah. This is just a quest fix. Jerkhome is another quest itself. Perks on Bound makes it so that you don't have to pick the shitty perks. You're not wasting perk points, which is something that actually isn't a mod in here yet, from what I can tell. I've gone through the cheats, and there doesn't seem to be anything that just, like you can go pick up a book, read it, and it gives you 10 fucking perk points that you can spend on whatever you want. Vampire Lord, enabling looting, huge. Imperial Wolf Race is essentially the werewolf start instead of the vampire start. 50 health and magicka, like base stats are pretty good. The skills, pretty shitty to be completely honest. That's like, wow dude, you're getting shafted. But the other tweaks, like unarmed reach and power slightly to make the unarmed more viable. Beast form, he's got like natural, well, I mean, granted the vampire, the Voidpire that I'm going to be picking has an increased amount of physical damage as well, just from being a werewolf. But the beast, this guy will have the same idea. Being a werewolf, your eye naturally lets you see even in the darkest of nights, even when in human form. So basically, it seems like it's got natural night eye. And then Lichen Claws, werewolf immunity, weakness to silver, and the instinct of the wolf, which actually looks like it would be pretty cool if you could actually like. I imagine it would probably be similar to, Far Cry Primal, where you're hunting them down and you just kind of, your vision changes and you can see the scent. That's my guess. I haven't actually played with the Imperial Wolf Race yet. I just grabbed it because I didn't, want to lose the opportunity to, and who knows, it could come in handy a little later. Better, oh right, this is the Destroy the Dark Brotherhood. It just gives you better rewards. This is a patch for one of the quests that has issues. This is the Surreal Lighting mod, which adds, nice colors and such. Supreme Storms, so everything looks a little bit better that way. These two have to be loaded in a very specific way. So Surreal Lighting has to be on top, this one has to be on the bottom. I couldn't find True Storms. I don't think it's actually on the PlayStation Network yet, but as soon as it comes out, I'll be putting that one on too. And then we've got dragons, a couple of extra dragons with different spells and shit that they're going to fire at us, and then Darkness Falls, which is a, like, Cloaks of the Land of Skyrim. It basically makes darkness. Apparently it goes really well with the Lantern mod, which is good, because I've got that as well. I think I've been over that one already, actually, but, yeah. We've got realistic conversations, so they don't do the how to put it? They don't do the William Shatner pause. I mean, they obviously don't do the voice, but they definitely pause when talking in kind of awkward spots. It's like they're... Nah, I'm not even going to say it that way. But yeah, I just really don't like the way that it takes forever for them to spit out what they fucking want to spit out. Especially, well, and I mean, I'm hoping that it also tweaks urgency, right? Like, dragons outside, blowing shit up, and this guy's just, oh, wow, I took an arrow to the knee, and that's why I'm not a traveler anymore. It's, dude, finish your sentence, let's go, there's shit going on. So, definitely grabbed that one. Immersive Citizens is an AI overhaul that has pretty substantially changed the game. I haven't noticed the survival instinct feature yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. We've got feminine females, which basically makes it so that the female NPCs will act like females and not just gorillas. And I left this one out because I wasn't sure if this was a problem. I had one of the mods was working counterintuitively, and it made me super fast, like ridiculously fast. Or it could have been a couple of mods interacting in a bad way, so I removed them. And I don't really want to put this one back on for fear that it might be what was causing the issue in the first place. That being said, that is our mod list. It is pretty substantial. Alrighty. Let this fucking cunty mofo load. Do 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 do. Thank you. We'll be doing a new one. I did start one just to try and, you know, play around with things, find out what worked, find out what didn't, make sure everything was compatible, and you know, that I wasn't ridiculously fast when I started the live stream. So yeah. Well, okay, I won't say all the testing, because I just did like brief testing to make sure that 95% of the shit was working correctly and not causing any major issues. We could run into bugs later on, I wouldn't be surprised. Or crashes. And yeah, I'm really not sure what was giving me the super speed, but I removed a couple of character creation, custom characters from the mod pool, and it seems to have made a substantial difference. I personally thought it was the tweaks mod, but I was wrong. Hopefully this looks beautiful, though, with the surreal lighting mod. And the true storms in the right spot. Because last time I tried this, I had the true storms on, or not the true storms, the other one on the top instead of the bottom where it needed to be. And it was causing like blue lights and shit in the sky. UFOs were coming after us, man. They wanted my booty hole. Come on, start your little speech here. What the hell?
Hey, you.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, did like the mods fuck up the conversations, but no.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there.
Damn you, Stormcloaks! Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here.
You should totally be. Well, okay, maybe not with the Stormcloaks, but you still stole a goddamn horse.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
You know exactly where they're taking us, dude. Don't even play.
Guard awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
I'm very curious to see the revamped Riverwood as well.
What village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
I considered doing the revampings of
should be of home.
considered doing a revamping of the other
Rorikstead.
holds, but meh.
I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Yeah, they ain't got no help for you, bro.
Look at him.
Well, you know what they would have probably. Oh, serious?